US host exposed Harry, Meghan's fiendish plot for profiting from America with Netflix, Spotify deals. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry took a massive hit from a US host for taking advantage of what America has allowed them to achieve. Despite his criticism of the couple's deals with Netflix and Spotify, News Nation's news anchor Leland Vittert admitted the Sussexes' relocation to America is evidence the US is the only country where the couple can unleash their full potential as celebrities. The US host started his opinion segment, saying, "Sorry America, I must be the bearer of bad news. We are never getting rid of Harry and Meghan. We need to accept that awful reality. We need to come to terms with it. But think about what that says about America. Royals from other countries realize they can live a better life here, maybe there's a lesson in that. If you think about it, the people who know Harry the best, the Brits, they hate him. They literally ran him out of the country." News Nation's host Vittert first attacked Prince Harry for securing a £36.8 million 4-book deal with Penguin Random House that will come out on January 10, the publisher announced. He said, "Where else would a book company dumb enough to pay Harry $20 million for his memoirs? There is no way book sales will earn anywhere close to that. But only in America does Harry get $20 million for a book titled Spare, literally writing about a book about not being needed. Only in America does she get $20 million. How do we know they won't earn it back?" Leland Vittert then slammed the Sussexes, who signed a £91 million deal with Netflix to produce a docuseries whose date release remains unclear. He said, "Netflix gave $100 million to two people with absolutely zero experience in filmmaking. And they're still not requiring the royal couple to work off the contract. Netflix figured out that Harry and Markle are awful and useless. They'd rather take the cash and run Dutch." In another attack directed at Meghan for her career as a briefcase girl model on the Deal or No Deal game show, he asked, "Where else could the princess complain about her times as a briefcase model on Deal or No Deal? Only in America can models become victims for being treated like, well, models. Where else could royals from another country, including one who once dressed up as a Nazi, sit down with Oprah to tell us, we Americans, where they have chosen to live, are all racists? Only in America. Where else do you get to live in a huge Malibu mansion, take your private jet and then lecture us about climate change? Only in America." Recently, Harry is set to fly to the UK in the new year to explain his intent in writing the book, according to Mail Online. The extent of any promotional tour could be constrained by security concerns, however. Harry is no longer entitled to VIP police protection after stepping down as a working royal. He is contesting that decision in the courts, after telling the Home Office that he and Meghan would cover their security costs privately. Publishing insiders believe the promotional tour would be restricted to a few high-profile public events where Harry would appear on stage, with ticketing highly controlled and attendees subject to strict security. The attack on Salman Rushdie, who has lost sight in one eye and the use of one hand after being stabbed while preparing to deliver a lecture in New York State, has heightened concerns over the safety of authors at public events. Harry could also choose to give select broadcast interviews, where he could explain himself at length, to figures such as the BBC's Amol Rajan. Publisher Penguin Random House has promised that Spare, the title referring to Harry as the spare-to-heir Prince William, will be told with raw, unflinching honesty. It includes Harry's account of being made to walk behind the coffin of his mother during the funeral procession, an ordeal he has previously criticized. An ordeal